Good morning. Today we are interviewing a very important person who is willing to make a change in society. She will talk about a recognized organization around the world, the Junior League in Guadalajara. This organization cares about human relationships, especially the treat that kids receive from their parents. Looking forward for the golden rule, the golden objective. This is that children receive the best treat as possible, the best treat that they could ever receive. Also, one of the main objectives of the organization is to empower people to make a change in society. This one links to our main objective, which is to create awareness in society, to create like a purpose in people, to make a change and to notice the problems that kids suffer in Guadalajara. Mrs. Matilde Ramos Chavez has won several awards around the world and is recognized internationally. So it's really a pleasure for me to introduce you to the president of the Junior League in Guadalajara, Mrs. Matilde Ramos Chavez, who is going to be interviewed by Paul Lopez and Horacio Aleman.
Matilde, we know that the Junior League is an internationally recognized organization. What is your main purpose and your mission?
Well, mission in all international junior leagues is to develop the potential in women, give them the education to do what's right and change, make a big impact in community. And junior leagues around the world, we always try to help people, help all their, and we look for their needs to help them in the best way we can.
Well, we've seen internationally and in magazines that you have several main causes that you're supporting. Have been the burn children, nutrition for the kids in Guadalajara, and as well as the newborn babies with their teenage mothers. We would like to know which is the cause that is closest to your heart.
Well, right now the one we support the most is the burn unit in the Hospital Civil de Guadalajara. This unit was created by Dr. Ariel Miranda. He did this unit 10 years ago. We help him donating the beds for the kids. And what we have to do now is help him to get the supplies he needs. Every time we go around the area, we need to help him to get clothes for the parents, because mostly when a kid is burned, the parents come from wherever they're from, and sometimes they don't have the time to get a change in clothes, or they don't have a place to sleep. This unit is in the civil hospital, as we talked, and is for children that are really poor. Sometimes what you see is people that don't have money, not even to go to buy something to eat. So what we're trying to do is to make a shelter for the family of the kids that are in the unit, to help them to have a place to sleep, to give them something for breakfast, so if they have to go to the hospital, they will be able to stay there and not go out every time they need to go out and find something to eat.
Approximately how many kids are there in the burn unit?
Well, each year we have the amount of 6,000 kids coming to this unit. It's a terrible thing. Every year it's growing, like 5% of kids that get burned. And it's really, really hard to see them, because most of these kids come here because what happens is that they have been mistreated. They don't get, accidents happen, of course they happen. But sometimes these accidents are a product of the parents that want to make these children to know that they have done something wrong. And I'm sure you know, fire was used long times ago to kill people for like a punishment. So this is happening also in these times, even though we don't think it happens, but it's happening in 2011 with all these kids. Parents use fire to punish their kids, and it's really hard to see them. And that's why we have to help them psychologically and help them to to heal not only from the outside, also from the inside.
Okay, we know that all nonprofit organizations always struggle with funds recognition and, well, budget. What is the main difficulties that you face in the Junior League?
Well, right now, the reality in our country and all countries is that we have crisis. So the companies don't have enough money to give away as they used to do before. So what we have is we need to find for people with a great heart that want to support all these organizations.
Nowadays, we see that indifference is increasing, and it's just sad. We would like to know about what are your future plans in order to support these causes and to promote participation of people.
Well, right now we're going to have a polo tournament in November, and also we're trying to develop a program called Paint a Change. So that's the way we will try to get some money for this organization. Thank you very much, kids.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mrs. Matilde, for your time. We hope that the Junior League keeps up the good work, and we also want to thank you for all the work that you put into our society. This nonprofit organization is trying to send a message to children and helping them as well. It's time to do our part. This interview will help us not only to promote as well as to invite people to contribute and participate in this organization that is the Junior League. With all the important points of this interview, my colleague, Ricardo Mayer.
Thank you. To conclude, today we were honored to interview such a great person in Ms. Matilde Ramos, who has affected society positively through this organization, Junior League in Guadalajara. She has created human relations by helping children with disabilities, children without mothers, whose moms left out at a young age, teenage moms, but most importantly the burnt unit, where parents abuse their children by punishing them with fire, not accidents where everyday accidents, but on purpose. This affects more than 6,000 people in this organization that are getting help. So 6,000 people in Mexico are being affected, and it is increasing 5% every year. So although it is a non-profit organization, we would still want it. The goal, and Mrs. Matilda's goal of this interview, is to promote it, to make it more popular, not to make money, but to get the message across, for all of Mexico to know that, to increase funds and make more money so we can help these children who don't have the resources and who are in desperate need of help. So we would like to thank her for her time and for the interview, and thank you very much.
Thank you for listening.